discussion action on the minutes of the August 19th, 2020 meeting. I did see a typo.
Oh gosh, what?
It's not the to school for school
Yeah.
cruise.
Was that what it was called? I was wondering. Thanks.
I like it. That's funny.
I move we approve the minutes from the last meeting with the update of cool.
Thank you.
Second.
We have a motion and a second.
Charles,
Aye.
Terry,
Aye.
Connor,
Aye.
Norval.
Aye. Next is action and discussion of the July financial report. Jody, you're up.
Angelica updated it, and I forgot to include the hotel list, but it's the same from last month. So if you want to go back into August, it's the same one. But she updated it, and it reflects on the request that I do, the information. So everything looks the same.
I still think third quarter March 2020 is incorrect.
Okay.
Check hotel 2 and 3 and see if 2 of them got put into hotel 2. I mentioned that last time, but tourism tax quarterly report. Not financial.
Okay.
Do we want to make a note that that needs checked and approve it, or do we want to table it again?
So just make a
Which
note.
figure's correct, the one?
Well, we're looking at this quarterly tourism report page,
Yeah.
and we think that hotel 2 and 3 got combined in the third quarter, and we're wanting to check that.
Well, then our,
We have a representative from hotel 2 or 3 here, so.
what's posted in the, I guess, August, for the end of June was 10,900, and then today it's 16,200.
Yeah, it's been, there's more been paid to it. I did notice that,
Yeah.
compared to the month before.
So they don't pay that all at once, is that the case?
I don't know what that is. But I did
Just
notice
the
that
top
too.
2 are the same, well, the top 3 are the same. And the bottom, very bottom is the same, but the fourth and fifth figures are
Let's see
not.
what's in here.
Actually, Hotel 11 got a lot bigger. And that was the difference, well, that was part of the difference. That's a good question.
There's 2,000 on the other one, so that's pretty much.
Yeah, that's not,
Yeah, hotel 10 and 11 are the different ones. They may pay monthly though or something.
that, so you can pay monthly, okay, so that may be the
They
deal.
might.
Okay, that may be the deal, but those two would, the difference on those two would make that number. So will you make that a motion to approve with that change? I mean, with that note?
Because we tabled the July, right?
We tabled the July
Right.
because the cash balance that we were carrying forward was incorrect. And she did correct that. I did go back and look.
Okay.
She did correct that. Cash
I
amount.
guess we approved the July, and then we approved the August. or whatever.
You're right. First, yeah, July is going to be the first one. To approve them one at a time.
So we approve them together?
No, we'll approve July and then,
Separate.
yeah, separately.
Okay, I move that we approve July with the notation to double check the tourism tax deposits for third fiscal quarter.
Second,
We have a motion and a second.
Connor,
Aye.
Charles,
Aye.
Terry,
Aye.
Norval.
Aye. Okay. Fourth one, and give us your full report.
Okay, so starting off, we have $668,229.80, $1,000 to the Alva Chamber of Commerce Northwest Oklahoma Visitor Center Secretary, $4,500 to the Alva's Crazy Cool Boulevard Cruise, $150,000 to the Alva Arena Authority, $10,000 to the Alva Rotary Club 4th of July Spectacular, $2,500 for the Nesatanga Golf Tournament, $7,150 to the it's right on
Too
this, isn't
Cool,
it?
yes.
Okay, Too Cool for School Cruise and Super Cruise 2020, $500 for Future, $200, $500 for Standing, which leaves us with $490,079.80. And Norval has paid, we did the reimbursement, and Norval has signed those off for me, and it was for the Alva's Crazy Cool Boulevard Cruise, and then the 4th of July Spectacular, and then the Nesatanga Golf Tournament. So those will reflect next month.
And two of those three came in under the
Yes.
amounts that they asked for.
Yes.
Two of the three took less money than what they asked. So we actually have a little bit more money than that after they were paid.
So, on the first page of the financial statement, it says we have $672,747. Is that the difference in those hotels too? I wonder. So the City of Alva financial statement.
Right.
So 672, no, that's not it, as opposed to 668.
Where's 668 at?
Right here.
No, you're looking at the month previous. Mine's 672.
Oh.
Still looking at July. July's one. No?
No, that's the one I have in here. Yours is right.
Oh, I did the previous one too.
Does yours say August?
Yeah, I did
No, well,
the
you're still.
August
Yeah.
and,
Let me see if it's
I
in
wonder if
here.
you got them they got transposed.
no, maybe I did, I'm sorry, but yeah, I did one
Let me
for
just double check
each.
here.
This one,
Yours says 668 too.
For this month?
Yeah. Let me double
Okay.
check.
I
Yeah,
could have, I mean, they look exactly
yeah, because
alike.
now the other one's 640.
No. Okay.
So you have an updated one.
I mean, I can give you mine.
Okay, yeah, because Connor's is the same as mine.
Charles, what's your sheet like this say?
I might have got it mixed with this other one
I've
that
got
was right
668
behind
on the
the
top.
July.
You got 668.
And I've got 490,079.80
Yeah.
bottom line.
I wonder if
Okay. I'm the only one with 680.
You have-
Anybody's welcome to look at it there. I do have the correct one.
Yours is correct, or?
Yeah, mine's correct.
Because of the less they took
All
out.
right, let me
Because of-
see.
Yeah, well, no, because of the hotels
Did
were added
you-
in.
Did you say the 6,000 for the
Apparently.
chamber? I heard 1,000.
Well,
Okay,
I turned
these
that,
numbers are all different too. Here, look at mine. I mean, not all different. I was checking off the ones she said were paid. See how those are different as well than what she just read off?
45 is the same.
That one was paid.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, 50, so.
You're saying 497 available?
This one says 487.
That's yours?
Yeah.
And how much did you say was available?
the,
490,
yeah.
78.
You're reading off this one,
Yeah.
but the top totals don't match.
Yep,
Nothing matches on yours.
they match the,
This is, so that number isn't matching that right.
see, this is the August 31st.
Well,
I'm gonna say we're gonna have to table it regardless.
yeah, it's about, the top number's 5,000 difference.
July.
Okay.
Which mine would be
This
the
is
right.
6,000 for
That's
that,
what I'm going.
that right? No.
No.
And then this was the,
It was originally,
And then this
because
is
it's
the
$500 a month, so originally it would have been 6,000, right? Yeah, I don't
Look
know
at
why.
yours. You go back here to,
The previous month,
no, this month,
okay,
right back here.
this is this
Yeah,
month.
right here.
Yeah.
yours matches,
Six-
672,
That's
right?
the number, yours, this doesn't, this should agree with
Um,
right here, and you don't.
Okay, I see what Terry's saying though, is.
I mean, I
we
easily could
got
have
this
just
one.
mixed them up.
See, that's your
Alright.
previous one, probably.
You have the same sheet as I do.
Okay.
This time.
Actually,
That's what you're looking
July.
at, is July.
Yeah.
Okay,
Alright.
tell me, open my eyes.
Mine's July too,
Okay,
okay,
on the financial statement.
okay.
That's what you're.
So I don't have the most recent
Yeah,
financial statement.
yeah, it's in
So
there.
668
I,
is
I
right.
could have easily, whenever I got them in the folder, I could have switched
okay, so
them.
mine was in the,
July.
mine was in the wrong place,
Yeah.
okay,
No,
right, all right.
Now that's
I got it.
yours.
There you are.
Yeah, it's actually July.
oh, wait, here's some more back here. Okay. All right, I found it, it's all in there. All right,
Maybe I did the same.
okay, I think it's all there, I think it's right. I just didn't. 668, 229, 80,
I did.
yeah.
I did the same thing as you.
Okay, I think it's all there and it looks right. There was just two whole sets of financial statements.
Yes,
of-
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
I looked through them, but
I did the same thing you did.
okay, I think they're right then. So, all right, then I move that we approve it, the financial statement for August.
With the same stipulation of looking about the
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
fields being
Yes.
combined.
mm-hmm, yes. Sorry about that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second.
Yes. A second.
Okay.
Second. I don't know if anybody did, I'll second it though.
Terry,
Aye.
Connor,
Aye.
Charles, Norm.
All right. All right. The next deal is discussion action on the ride for Hatfield Park 2020, not to exceed $1,200.
And Jody, did I send the flyer with that? I'm Bonnie Sitters. I'm with the Alva Friends of Play Foundation. This is our annual fundraiser. And this year, honestly, we're not trying to necessarily make a profit. A profit would be great, but we know everybody's ready to get out. We want to have something for them to do. There actually was a run this last weekend, and so more of those are happening. There are a couple in Woodward later in October. So we had initially, in the beginning of August, decided to wait to hold the run because we had actually planned to have it in September. And then when things started opening up a little bit more and people started doing more things, it's like, okay, well, we're going to go and have it. Our goal this year isn't necessarily to, like I said, make a profit. We want to break even. And we've gotten a couple of sponsors since I sent the application to Jamie. But all we're asking this year is for the food and the shirts and then some chamber bucks just to help us break even. And instead of going to all the local businesses and asking for donations and stuff this year, we're actually going to go to them. We're going to do a raffle, which is something we haven't done before. And we're going to ask for small gift certificates or small items from each of those businesses in hopes to bring some more money back into the community through giving them a little bit. You know, you give somebody a $10 gift certificate, the odds are they're going to go in and spend $20, say. So we're wanting to bring some more money back into the community through that as bringing people in. And again, you know, obviously with all the restrictions and everything still going on, trying to maintain as much social distancing and care as we can when it comes to that. So, but yeah, I mean, this year we're asking for less than half of what we requested last year, just to help us cover the main costs of everything.
I have to say I have a little bit of a problem with the whole deal. I mean, when it started, we were kind of going to raise money for the park type of deal. But in the last year, this committee's been trying to refocus their efforts on things that are actual tourism, bringing people to Alva that aren't coming to Alva otherwise. You know, this has been, we've done this 4 years. I don't know that a group of 20 to 30 from Alva is actually a tourism event.
Well, I mean, we actually have people from Canton and Woodward, and I believe there was a couple from Kansas last year that came to the event. With joining in with the motorcycle club that we have here in town, we're hoping they've got connections with some of the other clubs and organizations in Woodward, some of the larger clubs over there, and the Legion Riders up in Kansas. And so we're hoping to bring some of those groups into it this year, especially since there hasn't been anything in this area. I believe the one last weekend was the first one I've heard of so far this year. So, I mean, the standard runs that they have every year have not been going on. So there's a lot of them in that community that are wanting to get out and wanting to do the runs and doing the donations and stuff like that. And they are a very charitable group once they can actually do stuff.
You really don't have any project at the park right now that you're trying to raise money for then?
We actually have, we do have 2 very large projects. We've actually approached the Share Trust. We approached them last year and honestly never heard anything back from it. But at that time we requested $430,000, so I can understand that they didn't necessarily want to do that large sum. So what our focus is right now on a smaller project is redoing the surfacing of the toys that we've already done to something that's going to last longer, because initially when we received the grant that we got, we had to come up with the funding to get it done quickly in order to get the matching funds. So we opted in for the cheapest option of surfacing. So we would like to go back in and resurface that with something that's going to last about 20 years. And so that's our focus at this point. But unfortunately, that's going to be, I think the total cost on that was $120,000. So, saying raising funds $5,000 to $10,000 a year is not as easy as it sounds. So, I mean, that's where we're at. Is We do occasionally get large donations, but they happen sporadically. So we've approached another trust on that, but we haven't heard from them yet, so.
I mean, I think I would just have to say that the people expected to attend 20 to 30 is kind of what I'm hung up on too. I know it's a tougher year with everything going on, but you know, that would just be something that would kind of red flag me with that small of an attendance. I don't know as far as what this committee is trying to accomplish. It's just something that that's what sticks out to me the most.
And those things are fickle. I mean, there can be bad weather and 10 one year, and then there can be great weather and you could have 50. You never know. So I mean, that's just the way those things go. So I mean that was a conservative estimate based on the previous years, because we've had bad weather some years, we've had good weather others. So.
But the funds really won't, for this application of funds really isn't for the park. It's for the organization that does the park improvements. Is that correct?
Well, I mean, it'll cover the cost of the event, yes.
Right. It doesn't do any additional work at the park.
No, not specifically, no.
So how much money did you raise last year?
I believe we raised, after we applied with the Masons to the Grand Lodge for matching funds from our events every year. And I believe last year it was $8,000, or approximately $8,000 with our matching funds. Because we could take all of our sponsorships and all of our entry fees and everything else, and we could send them to the Grand Lodge, and if they approve the application, they match those funds and send them back, so. And this year specifically, no, I mean, the money wouldn't, if we're trying to break even, the money wouldn't go into the park fund, but typically it does, because you saving us the cost means all of our sponsorships, or at least some of the sponsorships and the entry fees and all that stuff can go into the project. So this fundraiser typically raises us, I want to say on our smallest year, we raised $6,000 after the matching funds. And then on our best year, I believe it was 10. So it ranges in that area depending on, again, weather, turnout, that kind of stuff, so.
On your sheet that you passed around there, you listed 2 sponsors there at the banks,
Yes.
but on your sheet here,
We didn't have them at the time. When I sent the application to Jody, I didn't have the sponsorships at the time. They just contacted me Monday.
so this figure then is not right.
And no, it'll be, between the two, it'd be $650 on the revenue side.
That sponsorship will bring in.
Yeah, well,
Six-
yeah.
Between the two,
Yeah.
650.
Alva State's going to sponsor one of our ads, so they're covering the advertising on that for us. And then Central National gave us $300.
more questions, I would entertain a motion to approve or approve for a lower amount or not approve at this time. Appears that we do not have a motion to approve. I would say the item dies for lack of a motion. Marion, would that be illegal? Okay. Marion's our legal consultant there.
Right, thank you.
Next is discussion and action on red carpet country 2021 visitors guide.
Oh, you skipped one.
Oh, I skipped one, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Discussion and action on the Chamber of Commerce Northwest Oklahoma visitors guide, I would assume.
Yes, so, thank you guys for letting me present these 3 items. Kind of nervous since I don't like talking in front of people. But this helps with our monthly, with somebody helping me because I'm not always up at the visitor center. I'm always running around doing errands, and we have an influx of people still stopping by at the chamber for maps, for those that are visiting, coming through, and it's always good to have somebody there when I'm not there because part of, going to all the meetings and stuff. So if there's any questions, please let me know. Pretty self-explanatory. We've applied since 2011, and it helps very much so.
What is their hours?
Our hours, well, it's
Or
not
is- If you hire a secretary, what do they work? When are they supposed to be there?
during like 9 to 4.
9 to 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm there till
Is that
5.
Monday through Friday, 9 to 4?
Yeah, I'm there till 5 though.
And this is something we have done since day one
Yeah.
of this committee.
Yeah.
Have you already hired somebody, or?
My mom's been helping since the pandemic and
Okay.
everything,
Uh-huh.
so,
I know she's there when I can.
yes, and which has been amazing.
Mhm.
But I need to get somebody that knows computers.
Mhm.
So nothing against my mother. Please don't put that. But I do need because things are progressing
Mhm.
and we've got to stay updated on the website and everything. So computers is a big thing to know,
Mhm.
but it's good because if I can't leave, she can run those errands for me too. So I tried doing it by myself and I couldn't do it up there
It's
by
too much.
myself. It's too much. So this funds helps us.
Mhm.
So
I move we approve it. This is,
We have a motion to approve.
Second?
Connor,
Aye.
Terry,
Aye.
Charles, Norval.
Aye. All right, next is action and discussion on the red carpet country 2021 visitors guide, not to exceed $1,500.
So I didn't bring either one of the advertisements, but I can pass this around. This is the ad that we use, and we used it last year. Everybody loves it because We're in the center of it all because we have Freedom, Winoka, and the Great Salt Plains. And so, more so, people stay here in Alva at the hotels as they're traveling the three. And this is one of our best ads that we've ever done, and everybody raves about it. And I'm actually serving on the Red Carpet Country Board, so it's great to have a representative from Alva in Woods County. So I'm very excited and to share everything that we have going on in Alva and the area too. So if you guys want to see it, I can pass it around. Sorry to think about burning the book, but like I said, I'm excited to be on the board. I've already feel like I've learned a lot from my first meeting last month, and I love Alva and I love Woods County, so this is a perfect opportunity to be on a board that I get to share things with. So
And these guides are at the visitor centers, right?
do what now?
These guides are.
Yes. And this week, there's a big event in Winoka, the UTV takeover, and those are gonna be there too, so we can have those. And, yeah, I
Also,
probably.
some of the hotel
Yep, the hotel.
deals.
Do you know if the
Because I've seen
restaurant
them in
information
hotel
is
things.
updated in that?
Yes, that one's a different one.
I know,
Yeah,
but-
but yeah. And so we have all of that, but I give those out with our directory and everything's, if I give out like a pamphlet, I give out the Red Carpet Country Guide. So I get tons of them and I don't have that many of them left over because I hand them out so much. But this is a half page.
What's the price change from, for the last 10 years other than last year too?
Um,
How come it's
yeah.
cheaper?
It's, we've done the whole page, which I can't remember how much that was at the top, it probably shows.
It's probably the difference.
Yeah, it was over 2,000, the 2,000 amount was the full page. And so, I think, just rates have gone up is why it was $100 more this year.
Don't you get to put in you're being on the board, those guides have like places to eat and stay and stuff in them too, don't they, to some degree?
I think they do,
Have each state listed, or I think if it's one.
Each town, yeah.
Or each town.
I don't, if a restaurant wants to advertise in it, it's like that. Or if that's what the town wants to represent is the restaurants, but they're not listed like the whole,
Well,
like
which
this
one's
one's,
that then they're all listed in?
that's our directory for the chamber.
Well, there's another one, I think. Yeah, I just
Some
had
of
one to
the
look at.
towns
I
on
know,
the
I
red
didn't
carpet
look at that.
have a description about the
I think
town,
they do.
maybe with some,
I think they do, like each little town or each little.
Or that could be the Oklahoma dining guide, could be that one too. But I don't think the red carpet one shows the restaurants.
well,
Unless if it's the town that wants to provide them, but,
okay. Well, I didn't know, I know they have a little description about the town. and I didn't
yeah,
know
yeah,
What you got to put in it, if it depended on the size of the ad or
Right.
whatever.
right. If there's something that you guys would want me to put something different on the ad, I'd be more
Well,
than glad
this isn't
to.
the ad though, they have the ads, but they
Uh-huh.
also have,
Oh, like the description of the town and stuff.
right,
Yeah, I could list the restaurants in it, that wouldn't be a problem.
well, no, we were just asking.
Oh, okay.
What's listed there.
Gotcha. I think it just says about Alva and what we have to offer. Yeah, I should have brought it, it just didn't even cross my mind when I was leaving. But I can send you guys a copy.
Well, you
of
might
it.
just check the
Yeah, for
the
sure.
update on it to make sure we're fully updated and have everything, as much as we can get in for free.
Right, exactly.
It's probably in the budget. I would approve the $1,500.
We have a motion to approve the red carpet visitors guide, $1,500.
Second.
Have a second?
Terry,
Aye.
Connor,
Aye.
Charles, Norval.
Aye. All right, discussion and action on Oklahoma State Parks and Outdoor Guide plus Discover Oklahoma Commercial, not to exceed 3,000.
Yes, I'm very excited for this one because we're gonna have the same ad that is in the red carpet country, but along with that, since I'm advertising in the Oklahoma Outdoor Guide, they offered me a 30-second commercial that is gonna be played during Discover Oklahoma, which is on Channel 4 on Saturdays at 6:30. And once we get the video going, hopefully November, December, we'll have the 30-second commercials. And in the video, the 30-second one, we're going to show about the state parks. And then mostly, Alva, we're going to say you can stay here all in 30 seconds. I have all these ideas that we're going to be able to have, showing the dining, the lodging, and what else you can do in Alva, like our murals, and Rialto and the bowling, all of that jazz. So I'm very excited for that video. I think it's going to be wonderful, and I was visiting with the Visit Alva and that group, and since it's only $530 to have a commercial spot, that's something that we could do because I know the Visit Alva has been wanting a video. And so I just took this on, and you can see the quote in the back from the BS Media, and it kind of talks about how much everything will cost us to do the commercial. I took off the $600 because that's going to be paid by the chamber, because the chamber is also going to be feeding off of that, and we're going to have a chamber, what's the word I'm looking for? Just a highlight of the chamber members that we have in town. And I'm having a new website for the chamber also, and so I get all the copyrights for the pictures, and those pictures can be used for at Winoka, at Freedom, at the Great Salt Plains, because I get all the rights to those photos, and I think it would be benefit for all of the communities around us. And I'm very excited for this. I'm excited to have a video because videos are basically what is being shown. I mean, that everyone wants to see is a quick video of some sort. So,
So there'll be like a link to this video on the chamber website?
Yep.
And maybe the outlet?
And then, I know at one time we talked about having it in the hotels. I want to revisit that too, if that's something we can put back in the hotels. And this is a really good price because I contacted numerous other companies, and this one's a really good one. So reasonable, and I love his style. If you want to go to his website after this, the style is just really great. So, and that's what I want everything to be smooth and professional, and that's what his is. So. Any questions about it?
I think if we approve it, you need to make sure that it gets publicized when the commercials are going to be.
Of course.
Everybody's going to want to see them.
Yes, because all of us in Alva are going to be watching that.
That's
so.
right.
And I've got so many ideas. It's going to be great. So I'm so excited for this.
I do record that every week.
I do
Discover
too.
Oklahoma and watch it.
I learn a lot of things, and I think it's good for me to learn, whenever people stop in. So, and hopefully that will just lead us to have a segment on there one day. I have a good contact now, so that'd be great. And they also did a travel back in May. They they visited Winoka, and then they came up here and they ate at Taco Village. And I don't know if you guys saw that on there. It's like a it's under the same Travel Oklahoma, but that was very neat to have them coming to Taco Village and talking about it. It was only on Facebook, is what I'm trying to say. So.
make a motion to approve,
Second? 3,000?
yeah, not to exceed 3,000 outdoor guide and commercial.
Second. Perfect.
Charles? Terry?
Aye.
Connor?
Aye.
Norm?
Thank you for all your hard work, Betty.
Guess I wasn't too bad. I know I stumble on my words, but whatever. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Um, Any other remarks or anything anybody has?
Oh, this weekend.
Hmm?
This weekend.
Yes, this weekend is the cruise on the Boulevard, Saturday night. I've had people call me from Topeka, Bartlesville, Oklahoma City, Tulsa.
I've had
That
4
coming.
today.
You had 4 just today.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, people from Wichita that have told me that they're coming, so.
How was the last one?
It was good.
I heard
It was
it.
good. But this is gonna be a lot bigger. 4 bands playing at once on the Boulevard, and we've done quite a bit of advertising. I think it's gonna be fun. I think we'll bring, I know the people I talked to are all coming to spend the night, so, yeah. Because it runs until 10:30, so.
And good.
But, yeah, there'll be a band for everybody. Hopefully in that 4 bands. But yeah, if you just go visit each one for 20 minutes, you're gonna spend all your time. All right. So yeah. That's all I got. Anybody have anything else? I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Charles? Normal?
Aye.
Terry?